What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Pugilism, aka MKO Boxing, where we talk all things box. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok, all that good stuff. So yeah, just a bit of news that's just come out, I believe yesterday, and that is that Anthony Joshua will be making his return to the ring, and he's going to be returning on July the 25th against this guy called Kristian Prenga. Now, Kristian Prenga, he is an Albanian heavyweight. On paper, he's got a record that kind of looks good. I believe he's like 20-1, and he's got a load of knockouts. He's got about 20 knockouts on his record, so he's knocked out most of his opponents on paper. But as expected, the people he's knocked out, the people he's beat, nobody really of any note, nobody decent, nobody of any sort of level or any high standard of boxing. It's all been pretty much puddings or mugs or whatever. I mean, respect to him for getting in the ring, but as far as boxing goes, these knockouts and these wins have all been at a very sort of low level, sort of very, very low level in terms of boxing when you compare it to world class and guys like Joshua, etc., guys like Fury, who, the wins, where this guy's been, the level he's been boxing at is nowhere near the top. But to be fair to Anthony Joshua, I believe it's just the kind of fight he needs at this point, because he's coming off of a terrible car crash. He's obviously lost two of his friends, unfortunately, in the car crash. So he's got a this is going to be more, I would say, more of a mental thing than a physical thing for Anthony Joshua, because if he does intend to carry on boxing, and obviously there's a Tyson Fury fight, they're looking to do it late in the year. So this is kind of a necessary thing where he needs to get out there. He needs to just get out there, have a run out, sort of see if he's mentally in the right space, go through the camp, go through the preparations, go through the motions of fighting, go through the motions, get yourself a stoppage, get yourself a knockout. And it will be good for Anthony Joshua just to sort of give him some confidence, taking on this guy should give him some confidence. Prenga said he's here to upset the apple cart, to upset the party and to ruin the plans. But obviously he's at a very low level when it comes to boxing. So very, very minimal chance of him being able to do that. But yeah, this is good for Anthony Joshua. I mean, I was one of those who was saying, Joshua could just retire after the Dubois loss. He doesn't really need to carry on. But since he is carrying on, I think after what's happened to him, this is definitely sort of an acceptable opponent to sort of give us a gauge of where he is, and give himself the best possible chance of going in there and doing well against Fury. This fight here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. July 25th is the date. It's going to be taking place in Saudi Arabia, over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which again, as some others have said, that will probably be good for Joshua. It's not in the UK, and it'll be, I suppose, as low-key as it can be for an Anthony Joshua. It'll still be a big deal, of course, but it'll be more on this kind of low-key side of things. So not sort of a big thing over here in the UK. So yeah, it's good for me. Acceptable opponent at this stage of his career. And then, provided gets past this guy, it's onwards and upwards to Tyson Fury. So let me know your thoughts, and until next time, MKO Boxing, we're over and out.